Bombing, episode 113.
Have you been back to Nashville since they've redid the airport?
No.
Dude, it's crazy.
I love Nashville, though. I mean, who doesn't? You know, I like Brentwood.
Yeah, Brentwood rocks.
Brentwood's nice everywhere, I think.
Yeah.
It is. We grew up on the county line of Brentwood and Nolensville.
Okay.
How do you know about Nashville?
My sister used to live there.
Oh, nice. For what?
For what or for when?
For what? Like what you do?
She was doing music.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she still does. She's a musician, but she was there, so I went out and visited her.
That's the place to do
did
it.
The Broadway thing. You know,
Oh, hell yeah.
Did the you know.
What was
followed
that
with
like?
A couple of bachelorette parties. Oh, it's the most fun.
Yeah.
You guys know. I mean, you probably got sick of it just living there. But.
Yeah, but it's one of those things, like, it doesn't get old. Broadway in Nashville is one of those, like, tourist attractions, I guess you could call it, but it's never been hack. Like, you know, the Walk of Fame, or like the New York, whatever.
Times Square.
Times Square.
Yeah.
Like, Broadway on Nashville is, like, never been hack. It's like, it's more than what you expect it to be.
Because it's so much real fun that you're
Yeah.
like, you know, unless we're just seeing the same people. But there's also new people who come all the time because of the bachelorette parties or whatever else.
It's my favorite downtown of any city.
No, it is. And it feels small.
Uh-huh.
So it feels like you can kind of you're not stuck. You know, everybody can.
It really is small.
Yeah, Lower Broadway's not that long. Then you have like the Second Street offshoots, and that's why going to Predators games was so fun, because it's the only stadium that like empties out into like the happening part of the town.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're right there. Every other stadium's like surrounded by a bunch of parking lots or like way off, you know, off the interstate somewhere. You're right in the middle of Nashville after a Preds game.
Yeah, I remember I went to visit my. I had some buddies who played at Vanderbilt. And my sister was there, so I was like, I'll go out for spring break, whatever. Flew out from Abilene in college, and I didn't have like a hotel room. I thought I was just going to stay with my buddy in the dorm room, and I just had my rolling bag. I'm just walking along. What's that street that leads out like fucking to Vanderbilt? You can walk from Vanderbilt to downtown.
Oh,
and I'm just walking on the street, and my buddy drives by in his car. He's like, "Is that him? What is he?" I'm just like roaming around on the fucking streets. I was ready to sleep there. I was like, "This place, crash at FGL."
Oh my god. Yeah, I miss it. I miss it a lot. But
you guys think you'll
gotta
go
be
back
here.
eventually, or you think you stick around here?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
I'd love to think eventually.
Yeah, I'd love to, like, you know, when this works out.
Right.
If we don't end up homeless, you know, getting
Right.
like a tiny place out in like Nolensville, just, you know, somewhere surrounded by woods.
Mm-hmm.
I just love the area so much.
Yeah.
And like, you know, we were thinking about moving to Austin, or people talk about moving to Austin, but I've said this before, like, Austin's just like another Nashville.
Yeah.
And I just wouldn't hit mics. I feel like I'd go to the lake and I'd go fishing and I'd go.
Isn't it so weird with comedy? You're like, oh no, I can't because I'd be too happy. Like I'd
Yeah.
be too like, content. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to make myself more miserable. Mm-hmm. But then the high you get from comedy is higher than any of it. You know, you feel kind of aimless if you weren't doing it. So
Yeah.
like, well,
You know, there is some truth to that, because it's like here, I really can't do the shit I like to do, like
yeah.
fishing, riding dirt bikes, mudding, fucking going to the lake, cliff jumping, skydiving. I can't do any of the shit.
Right.
So it's just like, and leaving the apartment is horrible. We've got this rule.
You guys live in the belly of the beast, dude. I got.
Yeah, we do. We've got this rule. I only leave the apartment twice a day.
Yeah, 2 times max.
So that's like, I'll wake up in the morning and I'll leave and I'll go to work. I'll come back. And then I'll go hit a couple mics and I'll come back. After 2 times, I'm like,
You're spent.
I'm beat.
Yeah, you're spent.
And you grew up here. I don't even know. That's
Yeah, not too far from here,
crazy.
actually. In Silver Lake, which is, people are from there, you know. You know what I mean? It's
never would've
30,000
thought.
coffee shops didn't just fall from the sky one day. You know?
You've been out here your whole life.
Yeah, you know, I went to college and whatever else, but yeah, I've been, my parents, same house that I grew up in, same house. And don't get me wrong, LA used to be so fucking great. When I was a kid, it was the coolest place. Yeah, because, like, the homeless guys were, like, whimsical. You'd be like, oh, it's him. Oh, like, he'd give you, like, a high five, you know. Now they're, you know,
Yeah, they haven't turned insane
They're
yet.
fighting each other, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just it's gotten, these rich people who don't actually have to deal with it. Like, I don't understand what people are hating on LA. It's like, well, I'm from here and I've seen it like deteriorate, and you're not making it like your guys' experience when you leave your apartment. You're not making it up. You're like, no, I saw a guy eat another guy's face.
It's
like,
terrible.
yeah.
It's
Like,
terrible.
They walk around with hammers.
no, and
It's
like,
crazy.
they make you feel bad for like, oh, you're gonna leave. It's like, well, yeah, because I want to like own a house one day and have a family and like not worry that my kid's gonna get eaten.
Yeah, no, I would never raise a family here. That's insane.
No, and that's the thing. It's like I grew up here, so it's like I'm kind of used to whatever. But if I wasn't from here and you came, when you guys landed, you were probably like, what the fuck did we get into?
Yeah.
That's why none of that like LA sucks now like lands with me, because like we moved here in the middle of 2020, so like LA's always been awful.
It's always been.
I have no like
It's
metric
better than when you started.
I have no metric to judge it against. It's just been shit my entire 4 years here.
When we got here, it was the worst. August of 2020. And so, if anything, it's just gone up. So it's like, well, it's better than when we got here.
Yeah, from our perspective, it's great now.
Right, right. But here's what I'll tell you guys, because you were just telling me about like your interests, like the lake or dirt biking or whatever. Like my uncle, not anymore, but he lived in like Temecula. I don't know if you guys know. It's south of here. It's
Orange County.
It's San Diego County.
Okay.
So it's even further than that. You can do all the dirt biking stuff. Like California is enormous, and most of it. They're not Southerners, but like they're not LA folk.
Yeah.
Like you just got to get out of LA.
Yeah, outside of LA, that it's like they're pretty hillbilly, pretty.
No, and you don't even have to really go that far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Orange County's not hillbilly, but it's like
Yeah, trucks and guns and
Right.
fucking dirt bikes.
They've got their own problems too. Don't get me wrong.
We went up to the Reagan Museum in Simi Valley, and it's crazy. As soon as you go over that hill and like out of LA, it's like Trump flags and like lifted pickup trucks.
Simi's wild. Yeah. How cool is that museum though?
Oh, so
I
tight.
love it.
When I was a kid,
We've been twice.
In middle school, we went on a field trip there, and they did the coolest thing. I'll never forget it, where they like split us up into two groups, and they have like these mock like situation rooms, the White House room. I'm sure they probably took you through this. Mm-hmm. And they had us on like a field trip kind of thing where you're making decisions that are affecting things. It's like on a video, you're sitting there with a cabinet. Everyone's assigned a position.
That's so cool.
Like I was Reagan, like somebody else was a cabinet member. And they're like, do we bomb Palestine? I'm like, yeah, do it. They're like, no. They're like, no, he didn't do that. I go, no, do it. Yeah, I like that. They're like, Jesus Christ, you're going to blow the world up, But it was like feeling that power. This is honestly getting off the rails here a little. Just getting a little fascist. But no, but obviously I'm kidding. But like it was so fucking cool. And then you go on Air Force One.
Yeah.
See the
old
jelly
one.
beans.
Beautiful.
It was the cool. I would go back. I'd work there.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah.
You got the Ronnie's favorite pub. Was that there then?
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, and then you got Marine One, and yeah, it's just so sick.
How stoked were you to be picked for Reagan? Where you're like, yes.
Yeah, I'm
You're
like,
not some
I
bullshit
looked up,
Secretary of
No,
Defense.
I looked up. I'm like, you knew it was me. Like, God, you knew I was supposed to be.
Of course, I'm clearly Reagan.
Yeah. Right.
Obviously, I'm Reagan.
Like you're the one Republican in the class. Like you're the only one who knows who he is. So, no, I'm whatever.
No, that place rules.
We did a similar thing. I think it was called J.A. Biztown. And it's like we all, the whole class went to a warehouse, and the warehouse was like a fake city. And there was like a bank and a jail and a movie theater, like concession stand and like a sandwich shop. And like for like 3 days, we'd go there and like you'd have to like, you'd live like an adult life. Like sign checks, like you'd work at the popcorn stand and then you'd get a check and then you'd have to go to the bank and learn how to deposit a check and then go to the thing. It was weird.
Shooting high, you know what I mean? They're like,
Yeah.
it's just, the three black kids in class are like, why do we always up in the jail cell? Why does everyone put us there? What the fuck?
They just go straight to the jail. It was weird.
Yeah.
It worked like real life too, because as soon as everyone found out like what taxes were, they were like, "Whoa, what the fuck?
They
What
go,
the
"Fuck
hell,
this
dude?"
guy.
Yeah.
He goes, he's your best friend, Ryan. You gotta give a shit about that fucking guy.
I worked at a t-shirt shop. I was like, we could just go down to the bank. It's 2 feet away from us. We could just take all that
just
money.
rob it. Oh yeah, I was about to say. Yeah.
Rob the bank, bust people out of the jail.
Mm-hmm. Fuck selling all these fake t-shirts for this fake money. Let's just go take it from them.
I would have much rather have been a president, though.
Yeah, president's way
no,
cooler.
that was fun. No, but you became what's the Billy the Kid? That's what you.
Yeah, instantly I was like, no, let's just rob the bank.
Let's fucking murder these people.
You see right through it.
There's more of us, dude. Let's just go down there.
Yeah, but that sounds fun though. Any like type of stuff like.
Any opportunity you got in school to leave, the greatest time I've ever had in my
Yeah.
life.
No, seriously. Yeah.
You
Even
take a
the
trip
bus
to the
rides are fun.
aquarium.
Did you guys go to an aquarium?
I think we went to an aquarium once.
Yeah, we had yeah.
What do you learn in an aquarium? Just about fish?
Fish like love water, dude. It's their favorite thing.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
I remember
Yeah.
learning that.
Yeah.
You know, you take a field trip to some garden somewhere. You learn about the sun and leaves.
But that's the other thing I was thinking about too is people, we were talking about staying or leaving LA or whatever. They're like, I got to be by the beach. I got to be by the water. And it's like, if you think about it, people like you guys spent way more time in and around water than I ever did because you guys do water sports, you fish, you go in the boat, you hang out, you drink beers by the way. We go to the beach out here twice a year if you're like inland.
I learned that really quickly.
No one goes to the fucking beach. You just like know it exists and you're like,
Yeah. Dude, I had it in my head.
When you do go to the beach, you have like an okay time. It's not like it's
you
not
don't
like
do anything.
yes.
And you don't realize that on the way. You're like, beach sounds fun, and you get there, you're like, I'm just sitting.
Yeah.
I'm just in the sun, kind of bored, not really like.
I paid
don't get in the
$40 for parking.
You got that buddy who's way too old, and he's a guy, and he gets in the water. It's like, come on, dude, you're too.
You're in the water for
I don't
8
think
minutes.
I've ever seen my father in water above belly button ever in my life. I don't think. Like I'm a firm believer in that.
Oh my god. You know, beaches stink.
They're like, it's so cold. You're like, no shit.
Yeah, it's gross.
I found that out so quick. Like when we finally like got this apartment here, we were like a month out from moving. I was like, dude, we're gonna be at the beach fucking every weekend. Because like growing up in Tennessee, to go to the beach, you had to gather like 12 of your closest friends and all pool on a shitty motel in like Destin, Florida, once a year on spring break. That's all the beach you got.
Right.
And then as soon as I moved out here, I was like, oh, I'm never coming here again.
See, I gotta go. That sounds fun. Like, what is it, Gulf Shores or
Yeah,
like,
Destin, Santa Rosa.
Right. Because like in Texas, they'd go to South Padre, and everyone's like, it's so gross. But like the grossness of it probably makes it.
It was
fun
great
in a weird way.
It was so gross, but amazing.
Yeah.
And you were too young to like have like accountability for your stupid decisions, and you just fucking fucked off.
Did you guys grow up in a way where you could ride your bike to your friend's house and just be home by dinner?
Yeah.
Or was that not a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
within the neighborhood, Nashville's it's pretty spread out, but within like if you had a buddy who lived kind of close, you could do that. But then once you got a car, it was like that, but with cars. You just always go to someone's house.
You could just yeah.
Yeah, like I was super into skateboarding until I turned 16 and got a car, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck this. I'm not doing this
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's something I could never. There was no like walking around the neighborhood as a kid out here. No way.
Damn.
No way.
So what'd y'all do for fun?
Dude, everything for the most part. Now there's some people. If you grew up in the valley, you can kind of, mess around your block or whatever if you have a buddy who lives. But like, I lived in Silver Lake, like on a hill. It's not like kids. I didn't have kids in my neighborhood.
Damn.
So everything was facilitated primarily through parents, or it was like sports. Like I'd go and hang out with my friends at football practice, or like they'd drop me off at their house for like a play date or whatever.
Yeah.
But there was no like true American like, yeah, we go out with our bikes and like Stand By Me type stuff. That
Yeah.
was not a thing. And I always, even as a young kid, I knew it existed because my parents grew up that way. My dad's from just outside of Philly, and my mom's from, here, but years and years ago. I was like, man, there's kids just like with other kids in the neighborhood, and
Yeah.
they're like riding bikes and like playing in the forest and shit.
Having a
You know what I mean?
bonfire, an illegal bonfire that gets out of control. It's great.
Yeah, and that kind of just like being a kid, raw fun. I didn't really have that. I didn't really, you play sports and you do all that stuff, but not like just roaming.
Yeah.
There's no roaming.
It's something you should experience for sure. You think that you would ever, if you were to have children, give them that?
I'd want to. Dude.
Yeah.
I really want to. I don't know if it's. You think it's still possible? I'm sure in places in the country.
Yeah, not here.
Yeah,
but
not here, but
Yeah,
you could
you look the
move
fuck
out.
outside. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah.
There's no doing that here. But
No,
you go to
yeah.
a place like Tennessee or fucking Austin.
Yeah,
or-
you'd have to move out. Well, I just remember this. We had this awesome little like drainage culvert. It was this really long, kind of like U-shaped concrete thing that ran down like the backside of the hill in our neighborhood, and every summer we'd clear it out with like weed whackers and stuff, and then just skateboard down it the whole time.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine doing that
It's
here.
so much fun. And dude, this may sound like sad, but it's really not. Now, and when people talk about like, oh, my childhood was so fun, you know what I mean? And like, there were things I certainly loved about it. You know, I look very fondly back. But like, this right now, way more fun than childhood to me. Way, way more. Like running around, slinging jokes, doing stuff like this, like having control. Because that's, you know, like I said, I couldn't just walk around. You know, you kind of needed to be facilitated or chaperoned in some capacity. So like, you're like, oh, I'm an adult. I get to make my own decision. I get to like say whatever the fuck I want. I get to do, you know.
Yeah,
You
for
get
all
to
the
make
shit
stuff.
I talk about LA, this has been the 4 most fun years of my entire life.
Yeah, because there's so many people like-minded people who are slightly crazy who are doing what you're doing.
And but you feel like you're doing something. You're not just like, I'm going to work, you know.
Right. No, I do, and that's the thing. I do love. It is my favorite city. It is. It's just that's why it makes me sad that it's not as good as it used to be.
Yeah.
But what is? But it is my favorite. I love it. Everybody's like, even when I go down to San Diego, I'm like, it's kind of slow down here. It's not. There's not that, you know, edge or like that creativity or that moving and shaking. What are you doing? Oh, let's make something. Let's do this. Let's film a podcast in your, you know, diner. You guys slip in.
That's what is great though about growing up in like a smaller town, though. Like you talk about like because we would just like leave, and you'd meet up with friends, and you'd go walking through the woods, and you'd climb a tree, and then as you get older, like you're hanging out, and then like you buy a dirt bike off Craigslist for $400 and like fix it in your buddy's garage, and then make a jump it and break it, and then we'd go to the lake with tents and fucking sleep at the lake, and then like you tell your parents like, hey, we're sleeping at the lake tonight. And it's like, they're like, okay, fine, just don't die.
Right.
And but then and then you just come back. So like as a kid, I felt like I had a lot of responsibility as far as like what I got to do. And a lot of freedom.
Yeah, that's fun. Like parents could, you know, he's just in the woods.
Yeah.
With friends. He'll be fine. He'll be, you know.
It was very much like that. Don't die and, you know, don't get arrested.
Did you guys both get into comedy at the same time? Because I know you're a little older.
Within the same month.
Yeah, that Brian actually got into comedy like first, like a month.
I don't
before.
even mean like doing it, but like, you know, where you get the itch and you're watching the TV or Comedy
Our
Central.
whole life.
That's been forever.
That's been forever.
Yeah.
Were your parents funny?
Yeah, they were funny, but not like stand-up funny. But they were like goofy, like funny in their own ways.
They have like timing. Did they have? Yeah,
absolutely. And they encouraged being funny a lot, because I think after they divorced, there was like a lot of tension, and then when we would crack jokes, our little brothers too. We got 2 little brothers. When we would be so fun and so funny, that I think it just kind of eased that whole situation. So,
right.
So they were like all
divorce
for it.
is a great catalyst for comedy.
It really is.
But yeah, we were like cracking jokes our entire life. But I just didn't know what like stand up was, and so when like that came into our lives, we were like, oh, it's just this in front of people. It's the same. There's nothing different.
Right.
Yeah, we used to watch Family Guy religiously. Still do, but I wouldn't be able to start a new episode of Family Guy until like Hayden got home. He'd be like, "No, you gotta wait. We gotta watch it together. It'd be fun."
Mm-hmm.
By the way, that show it's animated, so you think in your head like, oh, this is a kid's show. The only reason it's animated is so you can jump to crazy scenes and you don't have to actually shoot it. Like that is one of the most sophisticated, hilarious fucking shows ever created.
I love it.
And still, I hope it never goes away. I mean, it was my buddies too. They're like, did you see the new fucking Family Guy? You think you're watching a kid show, but it's
great.
The most hilarious thing.
We still basically any bit that we do is just some like Seth MacFarlane ripoff.
Yeah,
to this day,
Huge comedy influence on us for sure. But yeah, we were always funny, like cracking jokes and being silly, and like we liked stand up a lot. But people have said this before, but like it didn't seem like something you could do.
Right.
And it was just like out of this fucking world, it felt like. And then we both kind of go off and we're both working jobs, and I just Googled an open mic and went there and watched one and was like, I can do that for sure. I can for sure do that.
This was in Tennessee?
Yeah, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And then called Hayden and was like, let's fucking write some minutes and let's go. And then, like within the month, we went.
God, you guys were ballsier than me, dude.
How'd you start?
I pussyfooted forever. Well, I grew up here, so I always knew it was a thing.
Yeah.
You know? I didn't understand, like, the open mic and, like, the steps, but I always knew, like, you could tell jokes and get paid for it in front of an audience. But I never wanted to be in entertainment at all. My parents kind of are. My dad's a writer, and my mom is a modeling agent. And my dad was always like, "Don't do it. Like, don't. Like, this. It sucks." And like, you see it struggling. You know, writer. He sold some things, and then there's years where you don't. And so I was like, "Oh, I never want to be in that. I want to play football, and then I want to, like, I don't know, be a business guy or something or whatever." But then, you know, things in life, like, you know, you go, oh, and then you start entertaining people, and then the people go, "You should do comedy."
Yeah.
And they do it over and over and over and over again until you're like, maybe I should. And then you start getting into it, and then your identity gets wrapped up in it. But I did 3 open mics, did it well, but didn't know why, and stopped for a year, and was just nervous to get back up again. And then after a year of not doing it, I got fired from my job, and my parents were like, "You gotta what are you doing? Like,
You got to do something.
you talk about doing this all the time. Like, go and fucking do it." And then did it, and then just remember being so fucking nervous. And
Took
just
a year off. That's crazy.
did 3 and then stopped for a year.
And you loved it?
No, it was so stressful the first 3 times. I liked, like, being funny in life, but it wasn't enjoyable enough because it was so, like, for no reason. Now open mic is like, you know, you can do it asleep.
Yeah.
But when you're first starting, you're like, you know, these people are, you know, they don't know me, whatever, and
It is so nerve-wracking.
it's nerve-wracking, you know. And
I was shitting myself, like, the first, 5 mics, 10 mics. I was just, like, so nervous.
And now when people are like, yeah, I think about doing this, you're like, dude, do it. It's so not. They're like,
Yeah.
I'm scared, and you're like, it's not scary at all. But yeah, for now.
Yeah.
Because you do it every day. But, like, do you remember when you were first doing it? You're like, oh my god, they're gonna kill me.
I'll never forget it. Now I'll show up at an open mic and riff for 5 minutes.
Right. That's the first thing. Like, I was back home for a wedding, a friend's wedding a couple months ago, and, like, eventually it would come up just, like, talking, like, I do stand-up in LA, and everyone was like, oh my god, what? That's got to be so nerve-wracking. I'm like, it's more embarrassing than you think it is. It's not like this.
Right.
It's humiliating. It's not like hard just to get up and spew bullshit in front of people.
Right,
like, they have to listen to you. You're holding them captive.
Mm-hmm.
When was your first bomb? Like, your first real bomb?
I don't know. I mean, and that was the thing is, I honestly don't care about bombing as long as I'm saying something I actually believe.
There you go.
If I say something I actually believe, bombing is funny sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
I don't remember being in front of a lot of people and having it just go terribly, because a lot of, like, you know, you've done stuff that works at the shows, you know, and you can bomb at open mics all you want. I bomb at open mics all the time, but at a show, like, you know, maybe it's, you know, I remember one that I brought friends to early on, and for whatever reason, when you bring friends, it's like when you're first starting, you're
a
more
terrible
nervous
idea.
than when it's but it was a bringer, so I had to. And I remember I just rushed.
Yeah.
I listened back. I'm like, "Are you on cocaine? Like,
Yeah.
why are you?"
Yeah.
And
I've done the same thing.
As an athlete, you're so wrapped up in your performance. I remember the next day, I was like, I fucking made my friends come out and watch me and did that shit. I felt so bad. Like, not even for me, just for that. I just felt. I'm like, this. But then you get over it, and
then you remember they're like, after the show, they were like, "Hey, that was good. Good job.
Right.
And you're like, they're lying to me. They hate me.
Yeah, no, they hate. Yeah,
It's terrible.
And it is such an ask for these people. Like, I really am so grateful. Like, they'll come to my shitty show.
Yeah.
When you're first starting, even now, they'll come, and I really appreciate that. But you just don't know until you know. Like, I remember being like, oh, I should do, if I do 15 jokes instead of 12, and I pack it in, it'll be better. And you're like, no, that's not at all. Now you're not even letting the thing breathe, and there's no room for laughter. Like, that doesn't, but you got to fail at it first before you realize.
Yeah, and there's no room to even be in the moment if you get too robotic and you're just like, I
Right.
have to get all the shit in.
Like, do you remember when you guys first started and, like, you knew nothing, and now if someone were to come to you and be like, give me some advice, you'd be like, how long do you have?
Yeah.
Because, like, there's so many things that I did that if someone would have but no one tells you.
No.
No, that tells you.
Yeah, you get zero advice outside of like
zero.
like podcasts you listen to, and every comedy podcast that you listen to are people that have been doing it for like 15, 20. They're so far ahead of you down the road.
No, there's
you have to learn the mistakes.
Yeah,
That's what's good about stuff like this. Honestly, for someone like us 2 years ago, would have been just because there's no one gives you a guide.
No.
No one tells you how to do it. And maybe that's like necessary. Like all these fucking Emerson guys. That school, by the way, I've heard horror stories about that. Yeah, all our buddies, went to Emerson or whatever, and it's like this weird cliquey thing. First of all, what fucking major is stand-up like, you haven't lived your life. You haven't been shit on enough.
Is that a
It's
major?
a major there. You go,
can
yes.
major in stand-up
You can
comedy?
major in stand-up. That's the least stand-up comedy thing I've ever heard.
That is anti-comedy.
You get a degree in fucking breaking the rules? What the fuck
Yeah,
is that?
that is the anti-comedy.
Oh my god, for real?
You didn't know that?
No.
Nick
No.
and Aldous and all those guys? Yeah, they went to college for stand-up.
Oh, I didn't know that. They just told me they went to Emerson.
Yeah, I just
No,
thought
they're-
it was like for
And
entertainment.
they're so like edgy and like, oh, that's hack. And like,
Yeah.
you're like, hey man, you graduated from high school and you're like, I'm going to be a comedian. Like, what the fuck weird shit is that?
That's so weird.
Stand up in the park. I'm Nick Dervakin. I have mental issues. Sorry, that's not funny.
That's crazy to go. Yeah, I didn't even know out of high school that I wanted to do stand-up. I hadn't had my life fall apart completely yet.
No, that's what it needs to, dude. It needs to, I started when I was 26, which I guess is, I feel right on time, but some people say old.
That's not old.
Yeah, there's all that old shit. Forget about it. I started when I
it's-
was around the same time. I was like 25, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good age. Any younger than that, I wasn't ready.
I did my first mic at 21,
Wow.
and then
That's amazing. That's honestly amazing. Yeah. And how old are you now?
27.
So wow.
But it wasn't like I started comedy at that mic. It's like I did my first mic at 21, and then would do another one after 3 weeks, another one after 4 weeks, another one after 3 weeks,
Right.
And then the pandemic hit, and I didn't do it for a year because we couldn't, and then we moved here. Didn't touch a stage for like another 9 months.
Golly.
Yeah, we were off comedy like basically the same amount of time we had been doing it.
Yeah.
Like by the time shows
Were you
started
writing
opening
at
back
that
up.
time or not? Just
Yeah,
waiting?
yeah,
Yeah.
still wanting to keep my mind in stand up, but yeah, like it's useless. You're not getting up on stage and trying the shit.
Yeah. I also got like terrible advice too from like semi like established comedians who were like, I was like, I just don't feel like I'm ready. I haven't written enough. They're like, no, the writing doesn't matter. Just go on stage. And you realize now you're like, oh, that's why you suck. That's why you suck, because you don't put the pen on the paper, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if you go out there with stuff, and that was basically what I did, was just I went over my favorite stand-up specials and literally wrote them out and spaced them paragraph by paragraph, and you go, oh, it's just 5 to 6 lines.
Yeah.
It's just chunk. You're like, oh, I could do that. But when you watch Louis C.K. on the TV, you're like, oh my God, this is. But if you just do it, you learn how to write a joke. And once
Yeah.
you learn how to write a joke, then you just plug in what you actually think and add,
And that's the thing
goofy
about
stuff.
that's the thing about like watching someone like Louis or anybody else. They make it look so easy, but it's not. They've worked on that joke for fucking a year and a half.
Right. That's always a thing in my head, was I always was like writing hours, because your goal is, you want to be on Netflix or whatever. So it's like, how do these guys do that in a year and a half? Because think about it, they're going on tour quicker than the special comes out.
Yeah.
So you're like, they just do an hour and then they write a whole new hour, and now they're back, and like, and obviously they've been doing it years and years and years, and by the time we're doing that, it's second nature. But you're like, holy shit, that's remarkable that you're that prolific that you can just.
Yeah, so you would like approach it like I got to do an hour, like I got to build
always
an hour
even,
of
even
material.
when I started, I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was like, how am I going to construct? How am I going to construct my hour? Guy who's never been on stage before. How
quite
am
the
I?
goal.
What am I trying to say? What message? How do I start?
What's the name of my special going to be?
Yeah, isn't that kind of just sociopathic? But like to a certain extent,
That's nuts,
that's all you
dude.
see. That's how you digest it. For
Yeah.
me, you go on Netflix or you go on whatever, and you're like, oh, this is an art form that is done in an hour.
Yeah.
So how do I start creating the hour, which is way too big of a dream at 1st.
Mm-hmm.
You got to
you-
chunk it up. But
You were like, all right, I like stand-up comedy, and you looked at the fucking end of the tunnel. You were like, bang! You just wanted to get to
no,
the...
to this day, and people make fun of me for it, I still will type out. I start by hand. I'll type out, and I'll bring. You've probably seen it. I'll bring like white pages of like it looks like an essay. It's like it's every word is written out. And
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but people are like, comedians are so lazy. They're like, you like write it?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
What the fuck do you do?
Yeah.
You just like have. I've seen yours, but like eventually you get to set list form where it's
Yeah.
just word. But
There's a difference between writing. There's differences in the word writing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I write, but I don't type every word.
right,
But
but you do it. You get repetition to where it becomes
I know all the words.
yes, all the
Like
words.
you look at my notebook, and to anybody else, they'd be like, "That's
Bees.
That's anteaters."
You're the third guest to sum up his act as bees.
It's just fucking dumb animals. That's my whole act.
I love the Noah's Ark joke so much.
Oh, thank you, brother. But yeah, so like the notebook will just say Noah's Ark, and they'll go like, "What the hell?" But I know that's a three minutes in that just 2 words, Noah's Ark. I'm like, I know the whole 3 minutes of the joke.
Are you the same way?
Yeah, but it doesn't start out like that. Like I have a couple of bits that I'll sit down at the computer and like I'll fully write out like line by
So you
line.
do like I do, right?
Okay, yeah, sometimes, and then other times I'll just be like, time travel. And I'll know what I want to say about like this weird time travel joke. But like after a couple of months, everything that I want to do on like a show is condensed down to like 8 or 9 bullet points.
Right.
And it's like the whole
Yeah.
joke is in that one sentence. Presidents are weird, something like
Right,
that.
and that's where you want to get to, where you
Yeah.
just know it so well that all you need. Oh, that okay, boom, and get
Because
right into
because it starts out as like, Noah's Ark, eels, electric eels, bees. Isn't this weird? And then I take that to a bunch of open mics, and then it slowly, I don't need to remember the little dash underneath, and it slowly gets compressed just into Noah's Ark to where I look at Noah's Ark and I'm like, that's done. I know
Right.
it. I know it.
Were you guys always like good when you first started? Not
No.
where you are now, but like you're like, oh no, I got some laughs. Like I have something here.
I was always pretty good.
Yeah, from the very first couple times.
Well, my first mic was good
Yeah.
for a first time ever, even speaking into a microphone to people.
Yeah,
But then
wow.
then I bombed my second mic.
Really?
I bombed my second, my third, and even my fourth. But I always had a bit of a natural like sense of looseness and I'd get laughs, not even on my jokes, but just kind of like making fun of myself and shit like that.
Right, and your cadence and everything too
Yeah.
adds to it. Yeah.
I played in like bands all throughout like high school and college
okay.
and even after college. So like I already was like comfortable being on a stage, and I didn't like crush my first mic, but it went well enough and I enjoyed it enough to be like, okay, there's something here.
Right.
Like this isn't good right now, but like if you just keep at it, eventually
Right.
like something will happen.
He had to force me on stage.
Really?
He had performed in front of fucking 300 people
Oh wow.
fucking
as a young buck.
fucking 40 times. Like I don't even
More than that.
a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And he was just like, you just go up there. And I'm like, you just go up there.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean you just go up there?
It's so cool that you guys are so close, though, and I'm sure, like any brothers, you guys have your arguments because you guys are. I've said this before. You guys have the same values, but are very different personality-wise, and your point of views are very different. It's like really refreshing to see. I always like watching you guys go back to back when you guys are like, oh, we're gonna hit a mic, and then you guys sign up simultaneously because you get to see like same. 2 parents, same maybe, unless
Yeah.
and it's like it's they view the world in their own unique ways, and I always like watching you guys.
Appreciate
And
it.
you guys
thank
like
you, man.
ride hard for each other, which is cool as fuck. Because I
Oh,
know
yeah.
too many people who do not fuck with their family at all. It's
Oh,
like a
dude.
very white people thing to do. White people do not fuck with their families.
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, I don't know, but you guys are fucking boys. You guys are soldiers out here. and-
Absolutely.
yeah, it's amazing.
Well, because I think about a lot, like during the divorce, there's 2 ways that could have gone. The divorce, because it was pretty rough. Like it was pretty, like
It was a tough.
it was pretty. There was some evilness going on.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't great.
And like it got
Fuck.
pretty rough. And there's 2 ways it could have gone. It could have split us all apart and just been bad, or it could have really fucking welded us together, and
the
we
ladder.
all were like, this can't fuck up this.
And it's 4 boys.
It's 4 boys,
Yep.
yeah.
4 beautiful blonde boys.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Our little brother Ian is a Marine, and then our other brother Brennan is a professional bodybuilder.
So you guys did the same thing, and they did the same thing.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
In a way. Ian is a Marine, and he just started doing a competition shooting. And then Brennan just next week, I think, he's starting his first like bodybuilder show.
Yeah.
And
He has
yeah,
his first real show.
What type of bodybuilding?
Just, I don't know, Jack.
The biggest kind. I don't
Yeah.
know.
He's getting huge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
you know,
big.
he's
Big as
massive.
fuck.
He's
yeah.
a big boy.
Really?
Yeah, and natty too.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
but yeah, and so we just we're so close.
Yeah.
And I couldn't imagine it any other way because I grew up with buddies who hated their brothers, and I'm just like,
Wow.
that's gotta be so sad.
Yeah, and a shitty way to like go through life too. It's like you need someone like, you know,
You guys
that
are
can
like-
ride or die
You're
with
like
you.
best
you know?
friend.
Yeah.
You know, it's so cool.
Yeah, that's all I care about on planet Earth is Hayden, Ian, and Brennan.
And you guys root for each other hard, which
Yeah.
is, and you do the same thing, which is amazing. And you guys help each other. I'm telling you, it's really cool to see.
It's fun,
really
and there's a healthy competition. You know,
Yeah,
it's fun.
right.
What else would I? What else? I don't.
And you
catch,
guys do run bits on each other, like it's like all the time.
Yeah.
It's all the time,
Dude,
No
you,
surprise why you guys are,
you would hate if you lived in this apartment. It's just bits.
It's all
fucking
bits.
24/7.
Well, all
It's like,
our
oh, this
brains are
fucking
broken.
this fork is weird, right?
Yeah.
It's all bits.
It's all bits.
Yeah, and you guys are single guys. Do you ever? Because there's always the rule like don't date comics, don't date comics.
Yeah.
But like your brain gets so fractured in a way to where you're like, I think maybe the only person who can actually like get it would be someone who's at least like has a comic mind and some. They don't have to necessarily do stand up, but like someone who's a little weird, a little
Yeah.
because like you go out on dates with some people and it's like there's nothing wrong with them, but you're like, oh, I'm just doing stuff. They're not even picking it. Like this is never gonna. We're never gonna.
Yeah.
It's totally different wavelengths that
It's
you're
totally
operating
But
on,
when
yeah.
you meet someone who gets it, it's like.
That's what I love about the comic mind is they see through everything, and like I've met like women who are very pretty, but they're just like not. They're just like they're in the matrix.
They haven't been forced to be cynical enough.
Yeah.
To look at all the things, look through things.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, look
Yeah.
at
See the
they
other
said
side.
That, but
See
really,
every side.
Yeah, what's his motive? There?
Yeah.
And that's how we all think.
And so you go to don't date comics, don't date comics. But it's like I also have another one, don't date coworkers. But I'm only at 3 places, here,
Right.
at work, or at Mike's.
Right.
Where am I
Yeah.
going to meet women?
Yeah, that's a good point. It would be like dating a coworker, and then if things go south, you just got to see them around town all the time because you're
No,
both
that
at
would
the
suck.
same places.
Yeah,
Also,
you got to take your name off of Mike, and if they sign up, you're like, oh, fuck.
yeah, if you're a coward.
Yeah.
But the other thing is like I love having stand up be like my thing. It's like it's my thing to go out to do. You know, I've
Totally
like
agree.
I enjoy it. It's like my little thing.
Yeah.
So to like have somebody else also involved doing that same thing, I don't know like how that would work relationship wise.
No, yeah.
I'm sure you can find that in just like I don't know what it's called, civilian folk. There's not a better word for it.
There's smart women out there.
Yeah.
No,
but-
there's that thing where guys are always like, well, she just likes him for his money or because of whatever. You know what I mean? But like in truth, it is a very male thing to like want to be desired by women for being good at your job.
Sure.
I don't know how to describe it. You're like, and it's so annoying, right? Because women are like, oh, I love you, Ryan. You're like, why? You're like, because you fell on the chair that one time. You're like, that's what you like? It wasn't because I'm hilarious. It wasn't because I'm the funniest. He goes, no, I don't even know about that. Like that was football all the time. They're like, it was because I'm the quarter. They're like, you play football? I don't even know.
Oh, my
You're
God.
Like, it's good.
Also, the type of chick that would date a like a low rung comic, you're like,
It's right.
I don't know, man.
It's not.
She probably got a couple.
No, but she's got to
screws loose.
believe in you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be the upside. Like I have a buddy's girlfriend who's like, you got to find someone now before you get bit. I'm like, first of all, it's gonna be a while.
Yeah, for real.
Second of all, like I got to do some like I got to make a sale here. I can be like, I know
Yeah.
it looks bad now, but just
Just ride with me.
right. She's not just
Hear
gonna
me out.
come to Which club should I shit on?
A fucking Comedy Boulevard
Yeah,
show.
she's not gonna come. I love that place, but she's not gonna come to the Boulevard and be like, "This is the winning horse right
He's
here."
my man. That's
Right.
my man.
Look, if you're willing to stick this out for a decade and a half,
Right.
all right, maybe,
Literally maybe.
maybe I'll be somebody.
Right.
I'm very. I don't. Picky's not the right word. Maybe it is. I'm not.
Picky, but not in an "I'm in better than you" way.
Yeah,
in
no.
a-
I'm so willing to go home alone.
Yeah.
Like, and unless
same
it's
way.
like, oh my God, this woman, I just go like, I'll just go home. I'm so willing to just go home by myself.
Yeah, I feel very similar to that.
Like very low sex drive, very low, like, I have to find, oh my God, like, just look at
Yeah.
this, look at that woman in the crowd. She's beautiful. She's the one. Unless it's like, I just don't care. I think that's what
Also,
it is.
dating a chick, like, you'd have to leave the apartment more than twice, and that's like a major, that's
See,
a
that
red
breaks-
line for me.
Right.
That breaks the rule.
Exactly, because I have to
And
go
it's
to work.
It's expensive too.
Yeah, I have to go to Mike's, and then after that, I have to go on a date. That's 3 times.
Right.
Deal
Break the
breaker
rule.
right there, yes.
It's too many times. Never leave the apartment more than twice in LA.
Hey, fellas, want to make one more drink?
Yeah, me too.
Do you guys have ketchup and mustard in those, or is it?
Yeah, you want some?
Dude, I've been a piece of shit lately. Hitting mics. I've been a big piece of shit. I'm just worn out of stand-up. Like, I went to Nick's show on Tuesday, then Hayden's on Wednesday, and I'm happy to do it, but I'm just like, you're around so much stand-up, where it's like we were just talking off mic, like, I'm a bad audience member.
I am too. But, and I don't want to like toot our horn here, but we are around a bunch of people who are 365 days into comedy primarily, who are really fucking good.
Yeah.
So it's like you hear these stories about it takes 10 years to get funny. It's like maybe back in the day when you weren't watching it all the time, you didn't have it on your phone all the time, you didn't have your buddies all the time.
All this advice online.
All this, like,
Yeah.
we were just talking about not getting advice, but yeah, there is, you know.
Yeah.
I think our just doing it so much has supercharged that process. And I'm telling you, I see these guys. They make me like they're actually fucking funny. It's not like they're funny for this level. No. I see fucking headliners.
Yeah.
By the way, that show we were at the other night, and many other ones, because I don't want to pinpoint them. I cannot stand when the comedian blames the audience. Don't do that ever.
Yeah.
Ever. They paid money to be there. I don't care if you've been on Netflix. I don't care if you've been in movies. I don't care. It's not their fault. You got to make it happen. And I got to be honest with you, a lot of these headliners or people who go around the country that you see, and I'm not shitting on them, but the truth is the truth. There's stuff that they're like, why weren't you laughing at that? Hey, write that down. Let's go over it, and I'll look at it on the page and go, where? That's the punchline? That's the one that you were expecting, the
Yeah.
roarous laughter.
Yeah.
Come on. You're being lazy. It's just lazy shit. I cannot stand
And
that.
there were a couple of people at the show the other night that did make it happen. They sort of, you can address a
And one of
a
them's
bad
our
crowd.
buddy.
Yeah.
Who's been doing it for 2 years. Or,
Yeah. You can address a dead crowd. You can address it in a funny way, but to make your almost all your set ripping on them, you guys are great crowd tonight. Like, you can address it, but then get into your act and it fucking flip it.
I can't stand it. The only way that
And that's what Nick did.
Yeah, that you do that is if you just Bill Burr in Philadelphia it. Where it becomes
The
so
Philly
funny
rant,
because you're actually
yeah.
like, I don't give a fuck about winning you over. But when you still want to win them over and you're like, you guys suck, it's like, we're all tightening up in the audience. Like, this is not A, helping, and B, like, it's your... As soon as you start thinking they're there for you, even if they are, it's fucked.
Yeah.
You are there to entertain people who got a babysitter, who paid the price of admission, who've got sick family members, who don't feel well themselves, and just want to fucking laugh.
Yeah.
And you're going to sit there and have your half-baked fucking horse shit because you've been doing it 15 years and you think you can just get away with it off of just attitude. It's
Leaning on the stool like you don't give a shit.
oh
like,
my God, dude.
Yeah.
Right, motherfucker.
Just figure it out, man.
The Bill Burr Philly rant approach is Luke Roberts. Is the Luke Roberts
Yeah, because
approach.
Bill literally wanted them to hate him at that point.
Yeah.
So it was like, and then they loved him.
And he left to a standing ovation.
Partly because it's Philly and they're sick. My dad's from there. These are sick people.
Yeah.
But because he was just, that ranting kind of.
That was one of the hardest corners to turn, like starting out in stand-up, was figuring out this is a different crowd. I can't just go up and say the jokes and they'll go decently. Like if there's if it's like a lull crowd, you have to tailor your set to that. If it's a really hot crowd, you're like, all right, I'm gonna get away with a lot more. I can go a little maybe cheesy on it.
And that's where I wonder when we get to the point where we're in the green room. You show up to the club, you're chilling in the green room, you go perform, you go. Because there's so much stuff you pick up by just being in the room. But our brains are, even when we're not on stage and the room's kind of iffy, your brain is going how do I win them over? How do I win them over outside of my material? How do I win them over? But you're in the room, so you know what it feels like. You know what people are saying. But when you're just in the green room and you walk out and you just say something that someone already said, it's
brilliant. That's why I don't hang out in green rooms.
I almost don't think I ever will.
Yeah.
I don't think,
because I want to know, and then you can riff. You pick up with riffs, and your mind gets into it. Reads the crowd. It gets into stand-up mode, and I'll do shows and at places, but I'm always in the crowd. Even if I'm standing in the back, I want to be in the room.
Totally
I gotta
agree.
I gotta know everything that's going on.
Also, you want to know who's going on before you and after you, because if I've run into this a bunch, someone will go on, they'll be like, super energetic and yelling, and if you have material that's kind of more not mundane but at a slower pace, you can't go up there and just go right into your act. You got to be you have to address it. You have to go hey guys, let's lower it down. Lower the energy here, and then go into your jokes.
Right. And I remember, when you're first starting sometimes, and I don't like doing this now because it's not a realistic look long term to talk about the guy's set before you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you got to do what you got to do.
Too long.
Yeah, but you got to do what you got to do. And I remember sometimes I'd get big laughs off of saying something about whether that person did well or not. I'd say something and it would do well. And then I remember somebody did that to me. Mm-hmm. And made fun of my set. I'm like, oh, I don't like how that feels. That was actually hurtful to me.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm ever going to do that to someone ever again. So
Yeah.
I'm trying not to. Sometimes if it's just so ridiculous, you have to address it.
Yeah, I don't like hurting people's feelings.
But I don't like hurting people's feelings. Yeah.
I made that mistake once, pretty recently.
And it works. That's the problem. Is it gets big laughs. Yeah.
But I felt like a piece of shit, and then we talked at the mic after, and I got him good with a riff, and he was he was cool, but I could tell it upset him, and I've thought about it since. I'm just I took down one of my guys.
It's okay. No,
I took down one of my guys, and I didn't even know him. He wasn't a buddy, but he was a comic. Didn't even know him. But I took down one of my guys to help myself,
right.
And I just felt like a piece of shit.
You reached that point, I guess.
We're teammates at the end of the day.
Right.
Sure, you're up there alone, but it's we're on the same team.
Here's my rule on it. You can do it, but it better crush. If it doesn't, motherfucker, I don't have to be nice to you for 30 minutes.
Yeah. Mine crushed. It crushed.
Yeah, did it?
But I still
Do you remember it?
Yeah. I can't say it.
Oh, okay.
It'll give it away. I'll tell you off camera.
It crushed. It did very well, yeah.
It crushed. But But I'll tell you off camera.
Was it about his person, or was it about something that came out of his mouth?
No, it was about his.
Something he couldn't change.
It was about his cut, and it
did, dude. It
murdered,
leveled,
and it fucking hurt him bad. He was very upset.
But he needs that.
Yeah.
No, that's no. Don't feel bad about that.
Well, look, I still feel bad, like, cause he fucking went home and thought about it.
He should.
He should.
He should think about it. No,
Now,
you're
now,
fine.
now hold on. Ready? And we're back. So yeah, that was that. But it was a good line, huh?
So funny. No, don't feel bad about that. That was funny.
But
you're right. Hitler did have a few good ideas.
That was my riff.
Right,
That was
yeah.
my riff.
He did, right.
But yeah, at the end of the day, we are teammates, and But also, there is something to the effect where it's like you got to do what you got to do because you are up there alone.
Yeah.
So that took me out of it. I was like, I'll never do that again.
I remember I always compartmentalize comedians as like my favorite joke of theirs. And I remember yours I was talking to you about, which is the high priced art, if a kid can make it.
That is a great
I love
joke.
that joke so much.
Thank you,
and
man.
yours that I remember when we were just at a mic, and I remember it's like when you were talking about dollies.
Yeah.
I love that joke. Is so fucking great.
Thank you, brother.
And
Yeah.
they're both so, like I said, they're both so different. Like not in the same type of brain at all. But like I enjoy both of them very, very much.
What I like about you is you know you make all these videos and it's almost extra credit comedy. It's like you're doing comedy off stage also.
Yeah.
You're always making these videos in your car, and I guess the number one question in everyone's mind is, where are you going? Where are you always going?
Sometimes to work, sometimes to the gym. Sometimes I go, oh, I got to make a video, and I run right to my car.
While it's parked?
And it's parked. And
Ah,
I'll
I knew
film
it.
one.
I
And
knew
I'll
it.
film one. Dude, like, what the fuck is he a truck driver?
I
Like,
knew you
what
weren't
is he
running
doing?
errands all the time,
Yeah,
dude.
Always
No.
in the car.
I do love the car, though. And that's why I don't think I'll ever move to New York, because I do love just your bubble. You can just listen to your own music.
Yeah.
You can fuck around. You can call someone on the phone. You
Eat
can,
in a parking lot. It's great.
I literally, I feel safer and more alone in my car than I do my own room.
Wow.
Like, oh, there's walls, you know. Like, if I lived here, I'm like, oh, the neighbors can. But if I go to my car,
Yeah.
no one can hear, and I can just fucking make up whatever bullshit if it's funny or not.
But
No,
I love your videos. You're constantly coming up with different premises all the time, and you can tell. Like you'll watch the video, and you can tell there's like an inkling of a joke there because you'll be like, "What's the deal with? What's the deal?" You know, you'll be like,
right. No, that's what it is, though.
"Yeah." It's like, is anyone else noticing the blank, 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 blank? And then you're like, "What is that?" And then it's on to the next video, but you can tell like that's a joke there. Just take that to the stage, and oftentimes you do,
Right.
and then you expand on it, and then bang, it's a bit.
And that's all it was I'm sitting there like, I don't have the right to not burn bits. Not that these are even like fully formed things, but I'm like, no one knows who the fuck I am. I do not have the right to not give shit for free to people.
Yeah.
They're premises.
Yeah, you're not burning anything.
Yeah,
Like,
and I'm like, you know what? I can hit a mic and like maybe get a read off of 4 people or 5 people, but like if I just post it into the ether, they can give me feedback too. And like, should I run with this or should I? But it was just like, I don't know if you want to call it like balls or whatever, but it was like, I'm not cool enough not to do this.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if it's Instagram. Instagram, it's a joke. Who
Yep.
gives a shit? And
You
that's the
gotta do
thing
the
is,
work.
is people go, oh, you care about social media so much. It's like, because it's an incredibly valuable tool. But the truth is, I never gave a fuck about it, which is why I started posting all that shit, because I didn't give a fuck. I was just vomiting.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Just post it. And then one goes fucking viral, and you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, the internet is fucking. And I tell everybody that. Like, everybody should be doing this type of stuff.
Absolutely.
It's the biggest audience. They're not going to find an audience that big at any show.
yeah, it's way more valuable than going up in front of 6 people at an open mic.
It just is. It's just, some people like, you know, and sometimes it's just for me, like on Instagram stories. That's just so I can go back tomorrow and look at it. Because, you know, when you're at night and you're tired, like thoughts will hit you because you're that critical part of your brain is
Yeah.
kind of shutting off.
Like, should I finally do it?
Yeah. And so, like, I'll just go back over it. But people are like, you know, I don't watch all your stories, right? I'm like, yeah, I didn't ask you to.
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm just
I don't
doing
care.
it because I literally think it's a joke.
Yeah.
Like, this whole fucking social media shit is valuable. It is a joke.
It's just fun.
It's fun. It should be fun, dude.
And then it
should be
grows
fun.
an audience for you. It literally grows an
It-
audience
it's a-
for you.
Right. If you
It
just
only
have
helps.
fun. If you just have fun. That's all it is. Is you're like, I'm not perfect. And everybody else is posting these pictures and, you know, they're all, you know, edited or whatever. And it's like, look how cool I am. Bro, no one's cool. No
Yeah.
one is cool. The coolest guy on earth is not cool.
Yeah. Especially in
gives a
stand-up,
fuck?
too. It's like,
We're not cool, dude. We're like fucking
we're
nerds.
losers, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, no one's cool. So I don't know. That's how I feel about that. But then, like, sometimes you'll do one of those things, one of those premises, and like you'll work on it. And if somebody who were to like the first video were to see where it's gotten 6 months later, they'd be like, oh my god, this is a completely different thing than how it started. But just because you're angry on the road, you know?
It's perfect. You're almost doing a fucking open mic to the people
That's
who
always
watch,
what I thought of it was.
who watch your
I go,
stories.
this is just more open mics.
Yeah. No, it's great. I love it.
Well, thanks.
I used to do a lot of those sketches, and I trailed off when I started doing more open mics.
Mm-hmm.
But I was fucking all about it. I loved doing it.
Yeah, and you're doing it even like on your friends, like when you're hanging out with your friend, like you're running, you got a bit, you're like, let me try it on them,
Yeah.
Let me weave it into the conversation.
And then it bombs. You're like, I'm there. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, that's the thing of myself that I'm most proud of is like, at first when you bomb, you're like, they hate me. But now you can say something in conversation, and if you're bombs, you're just like, okay, on to the next. Like at a mic, you're like, on to the next. At a show, you're like, okay.
Nick Tony told me something valuable.
Talk about a guy who, bombs a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
No, I'm kidding. He's
That's
great.
Nicholas Tony. He came into my work, and he was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "I fucking bombed last night." And he was like, "What happened?" I was like, "I was at the Hollywood Comedy. There was 4 people there. I fucking bombed." He was like, "That's not a bomb. That's just a bad open mic."
Right.
Like I used to go into open mics as if they were shows. Like I have to kill. But it flipped the switch in my brain where it's like, you go up there and you try to do your best, obviously. But like, you don't fucking really bomb at an open mic.
No.
Because they're all shit. They're pretty much all shit.
Mm-hmm. Right.
If you do great at an open mic, take it as a win.
Mm-hmm.
But if some shit doesn't work, like that's not a bomb. Like you only bomb at shows in front of 40, 50, 60 people with your like A material. If you're bombing, then it's like fucking but you got to go back to work.
Right.
And
that was what was so funny about that goddamn Drunk New Joke show with you when you were doing it is like a lot of people were doing their tried and true material and shit that like I love. And it's like, because they go, do your best material, do your kind of newish, and then do like brand new shit. And like some people were doing stuff and it just wasn't working. And I'm watching Hayden. I'm like, Hayden, don't ditch these jokes. These people are it's 90% comics here who've seen. Literally, you're gonna do better with the new stuff because no one's seen that.
Yeah.
But all the other stuff, and I'm like, don't lose fucking faith, Hayden, because this shit is fucking.
We've brought this show up a bunch of times. That's my favorite fucking show to do in Los Angeles. And I've gotten so many killer bits just out of there, like little like nuggets where I'm like maybe this will work. Because the thing about that show is that you get to try new material in front of like a genuine crowd as opposed to just like an open mic. And it's expected. So they walk in with the expectation that like, okay, they're doing new stuff and then they react accordingly. So if you just have this like one little nugget idea that you toss out, like maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. If it kills, you're like, oh, I'm working on something
And
here.
the best part of stand-up anyway is when that first new joke crushes.
Yeah.
That's the best. That is the height of it. So like you got a real crowd to do that with who are expecting you to like, oh, it may not be great, it may be great, maybe not, and you do a new one and it works, like, oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, Aldous, he was like, it's a glorified open mic. It's an open mic in front of a real audience, like a real crowd.
Yeah, but that thing will grow and he'll
it's gonna be
do
great.
stuff with it.
I can't wait to see what that
Now
turns into.
Nick Dervasila is producing and hosting 18 shows now.
Yeah, he is.
I don't understand how he does do that.
I don't either.
He's so busy.
Yeah.
As well as Dante.
I really do love the fuck out of that kid.
Oh, they're all great.
He is Captain Self-Sabotage at times, but he's so talented and he is so fucking funny and such a great guy.
We've been in his ear,
of the
dude,
time.
trying to get him to stream it live on YouTube. I don't know why
Just
they're not
kill
doing
Tony
that.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
they're
fucking do it.
working towards it.
Yeah, also it's like, drinking games are like kind of funny in the way they're constructed because like the more you win, the more you lose, and the more you lose, the more you win.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that type of thing where it's like if you just crush the whole, can I still take it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just take a couple to go. Like I wanted to take one.
Also, the audience at the Drunk New Joke show they're really paying attention, like because they're part of the show.
Right, and it may not go well. So so when watching people not do well, and
They have a
it may
say.
come right,
And they're like they're really paying attention because they want to tell you that sucked, take a shot. But then if it fucking goes well, they're like, that was good. I can't even say shit.
Yeah, they're like, I wanted to hate you, but that was really good. All right.
Right.
They're really locked in.
I'm still waiting for Nick to like introduce someone that he wants, like Mason from last time, who he wants to get fucked up. He's like, hey, no one laughed the whole time. Give this guy 7 shots to the dome in 5 minutes.
He wasn't even bombing. He was just taking
He needs to talk to somebody.
Yeah. Hayden and I stood up in the back. We were like, stop. After like 6, we were like, stop. And Nick was like, okay.
Yeah.
I saw you too. You like stood up. You were like, no.
Yeah, no, I grabbed him. I go, dude, come on.
That's out of control here.
And then afterwards, he's swaying back and forth. He's sitting down like this. He's
Yeah.
swaying back and forth.
Oh, God.
And he's like, dry heaving. And Nick walks over to him and goes, dude, are you all right? And I'm like,
No.
Nick, you're too smart to ask that fucking dumbass question.
Yeah. He did 8 shots, I think, in 5 minutes.
Not even 5. He did them quick and then just fucked around.
But I love that show. You're co-hosting that show in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, next it's on the
Let me know.
I think it's like next Saturday or something. Where is it? I can't see the calendar.
July 31st.
July 31st.
No,
yeah.
that's not it.
Oh,
June 22nd.
June 22nd. That's it. Yeah, I'll be guest hosting with Nick.
And then I'll be on the next one.
One of the best parts too about like this whole experience thus far is like we have a good, surprisingly large group of guys who all are cool,
Yeah.
get along, funny as hell,
Yeah.
hang out. Like everybody talks about like these ornery comics and like comics are dark people and this and that. I don't fucking know these. The ones I hang out with are cool as fuck. The
Yeah,
coolest people
so
I know.
cool. Yeah.
Are these 40 comics that you just see. I don't know if it was always like this. I don't know if it's changed. I don't know what, but
I have no context. I have nothing to judge
but
it
you
against.
just hear about like the old days, like the old comedy.
The graduating
everyone would
class.
fuck each other over and stuff, and like
We really do have a good kind of group that's coalesced around this level, like the LA open
but
mic
you'd
scene.
never guess.
Yeah, yeah.
You would think everybody would be on some weird, wokey kind of look at how cool I am type shit, but it's just a bunch of dudes who are like.
Yeah, and I just keep meeting cool people, just hanging around with. It doesn't stop.
No, it's like, yeah, it's amazing. You're like meeting, and they're all funny.
Yeah.
It's like most people are incredibly boring.
Yeah.
So if you meet people who legitimately and genuinely make you laugh all the time, it's like,
and are genuinely good people.
yeah, I know. It's
And it's what I wanted so bad when we started was because you'd hear the stories of like graduating classes and like, these A-list comics now, they all started like together. It's like, I can't believe they were all together doing shit open mics and now they're all big.
Right.
It's what I wanted so bad. And I'm really glad to know you and know these guys like Nick and Aldous and
but then you think like, how
Dante
many
and-
classes are there's going to be another class just like us below
Yeah.
us. There's going to be another, like how much room is there for everybody?
I don't know, man, but we're doing pretty well for ourselves right now.
I think so. I think so. I mean, it's hard to like say that sometimes because you're in a dungeon and
yeah.
performing in front of 3 people, but like
And I constantly feel like a piece of shit.
again,
don't
I
know about
watch
you guys.
comedy all the time. I'm like, these motherfuckers I hang out with are hilarious. Like just hilarious, not because of the level, not because they've been doing it for however long, but like just everybody included, fucking hysterical.
Yeah, dude, like Nick D brought up a good point. He was like, imagine the lineup at the store was like the guys we hang out with.
Right.
Like 10 of us.
And it was just our best 10, right? Because,
Yeah.
these guys have hours and hours of material.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just 10.
imagine
10, 10.
a lineup for the night of like 10 of us. That's a killer show.
It's as good as any,
yeah.
not any. There's some, obviously, I'm not comparing myself to, someone who's been doing it 20 years. But,
Yeah, no, sure, they've got more material and they're better at
Right, and they're just.
comedy.
Yeah, they're just a different level. But, like, yeah, you're right. It would be a great show.
We all
It
go
would.
up there and do 10. I mean, that's a killer fucking show.
That's a genuine comedy store show.
And that's what I love about our buddies are putting on shows. That they're putting us on,
Right.
and that's why we like doing the podcast. We like to feel like we're putting them on. Get on the pod, promote the shows.
And you guys have one bringer anywhere you go.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's another locked in thing.
That's really nice.
That's
That's great.
super nice. Yeah.
You just got to meet another person. So-
Do you frequent like the club open mics, like the Improv or the Laugh Factory?
I don't.
No.
I did the Laugh Factory for a while. You were at one of them.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. I don't think that's the way to do it. I think the only thing that matters is the audience and selling tickets. That's it. So like even if you and so many people are good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like, one person is Robin Williams and you're like, I got to put this, No one develops anymore in anything. No one develops in film, no one develops in comedy, development is gone because of social media, because you go, oh, okay, well, this person's got 300,000 followers and they can sell 150 tickets. So, yeah, they're not as funny as this guy, but, like, we're in the business of making money and selling drinks and food. So
Yeah.
that's what it is. So, like, yeah, it's good to, like, know, Rita or the Improv, who has no fucking idea who I am, or, the booker at the Laugh Factory, who I don't know, which is stupid that I don't. Or the booker at the comedy store, who I don't know either.
I don't know that
But
person either.
but it's like, guys, how many times are we going to beat our head against this wall and be like, oh, this isn't the way and it's just it's not the opportunity cost is not good. I'd rather go to 2 mics in that time than I would,
I don't think it hurts though.
No, but sometimes you're going to go and you're not going to go. Most of the time, you're not going to get up.
Yeah.
And you're going to go.
That's the bummer when you don't get called. And you're like, I just wasted an hour.
But even if you get up, it may not go well, which for you guys is not likely, but it may not go well. And even if it goes well, even if it goes great, the best case scenario from those things is, I've seen those guys. Yeah, they're funny. I'm not going to book them, but yeah, I know those guys. Yeah, I trust they can do something. And then 5 years later,
yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, I remember this guy. Yeah. You can sell some. Okay.
I think
we'll
there's something too though, just being around.
No. I've written some great material being at those things, just talking and riffing with buddies. I've met people from those things.
Yeah.
That social kind of networking, whatever you want to call it, thing matters.
Yeah.
But
people seeing your faces, knowing
but I think in
that
general,
you exist.
the people who go every single week. First of all, the people who go every single week and aren't ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of that.
I know people who get up at those shows every week somehow, which is not. Yeah, I mean, technically it's mathematically possible, but it's not likely.
Yeah.
So something's going on, which is okay. That's how it works. I'm not above politics. I understand that's how the game's played. I'm not going to complain, but they're not ready. And the thing about comedy is it's the closest thing to a meritocracy that there is, particularly in entertainment. We can all hear with our ears how you're doing.
Yeah.
So if you're not ready and you're getting up every week, we're all just going to hate you.
I made that mistake.
That's not good.
Your best chance at performing in a club and something happening is the improv, for
100%, 100%. And I've been saying this for a year or so. I think the Improv is the best club in terms of talent that they're booking and in terms of just buzz in the city right now, Comedy Store included. I do feel that way. Comedy Store is like a hang, everybody hangs there.
The Comedy Store's cooler, but the Improv is
they're doing more, in my opinion.
More and better.
They are.
It's also, it feels more attainable than anything else. It's like, I could do well here a couple times. Maybe I could get a lab spot out of it.
Right.
It feels like it's within reach, where it's like you get potluck once a year.
Yeah, you never get it.
If you're lucky. And it's like, what do you crush there? And
what does that do? What is it?
Yeah,
what
exactly.
success story has ever... It's like, guys, we got to start paying attention. And so many comedians are so brilliantly funny, but business-wise are just... They have no clue. They're like, we know buddies like this, I just do it and I hope it... It's like, dude, it's not just going to work out just because you're funny. I'm sorry. Being funny is not... Being good is not good enough. Sadly. But again, even if you miraculously got in at the Improv and you did a set a week at some show at the Improv in the main room, right? Which is for us, we'd all nut.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I performed the Improv. Are you still selling tickets on the road? No.
No, not at all.
Are you still making this a career where you can quit your day job? No. And that's the job.
Dude, that's the ultimate goal. We bring this up all the time. Anytime anyone asks, how successful do you want to be? What's your plan for it's anything that can get me to quit my day job where, I pay my rent just going on the road and slinging jokes and then coming back to LA.
Yeah.
That's anything
so
past that.
You guys want to be road dogs.
Yes.
That's the goal.
Yeah. Anything past that is just icing on the cake. That's the only, line that I want to reach.
I just want to make enough money to pay for my bills and my food. And that's it.
And you're doing it slinging jokes.
That's it.
Which it seems preposterous. It seems impossible. It's you tell jokes and pay LA rent prices. That shouldn't be allowed to happen. And then a bunch of people are doing it.
And the great thing about stand-up and what we were talking about at the beginning of this, you're not in Hollywood. It's a different thing. You're not you don't need to be here.
Yeah.
In fact, looking at the map, in terms of cutting the country in half as close as you can to major population centers and cutting your flight times down, Nashville is one of those places that would be a great place to live if you're an established comedian.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because 80% of the country lives on the East Coast, so that's 2-hour flights to every major city there. LA's a hike, but Seattle's a hike, Vegas is a hike, Phoenix is a hike, but Denver's somewhat a hike, but everything else.
That's when I found out that Theo Von shacked up in Nashville after the pandemic. I was like, of course he did.
That's perfect.
That's perfect.
Yeah, but if you look at a map, it doesn't make sense for comedians to live in Los Angeles.
No, it doesn't, because we're not in Hollywood. I'm not auditioning
not.
for fucking Doritos commercials or anything. You know, it's Hollywood adjacent. The only reason that we came out here this goes back to our earlier conversation, was that like back in Nashville, you could get up at like a bucket mic once, maybe twice a week, and then go 4.5 weeks, like not even getting pulled. There just weren't the spots. Out here, you can do like 2-3 mics a night every single day of the week if you wanted to.
Dude, I love Slotted so
It's
much.
really great.
Yeah.
I love it. I don't want to. I have a buddy who lives in Dallas who's the funniest guy I've ever met in my entire life. Hank Gowdy. He's the funniest guy. Used to do stand-up, doesn't do it as much, but still writes and is still just brilliantly funny. And I was talking to him because I like Texas a lot. I think, I've spent time there. I think maybe that may be a place I end up long term. I go, what's, just shooting the shit. What's the open mic scene like in Dallas? And he hasn't been to L.A., so he doesn't know about Slotted or anything. Like, yeah, there's a bucket mic. You may get pulled up at 2 a.m. I'm like, for an open mic?
Yeah.
You could go right now and get on stage. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't feel. I've never felt like such a spoiled brat. I'm like,
I could do 3 mics in 3 hours at the same place if I
no,
wanted
it's like
to.
really professional, really efficient.
We have
Yeah.
enough time left in the night to hit 2 if we
Literally.
Yeah,
walked
we
out
hit
right
2
now.
mics after the fucking
Think about
pod.
how much better you're getting than these people
Yeah.
who are like in these cities that it's like a bucket mic at a bar and you're waiting and waiting and waiting and you got a job and you got to be up till 2. Like, fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
that. I want to go up at goddamn 6 o'clock
Yeah.
and maybe 7 and 8 and just pay $15. Fuck it. Because that's like the draw. They're like, well, it's free. It's like, yeah, well, the other ones are $5. Like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
it's not breaking the bank to have on demand, like, I want to get up on stage and
I'm
work on some
guaranteed
shit.
up.
Yeah. For $5. It's
Yeah,
like,
I remember when I first found out about Slotted, like when everywhere started opening back up in LA, I was like, oh, this is perfect.
amazing.
This is so much better than sitting around going like, coming up next, maybe not you. All right.
Yeah.
And that your heart beating like that, like at the improv mics or whatever else, which you just know that place is doing stuff right because of the way they do those mics, where they go, in the hole is this person, on deck, on the laugh factory, they're just pulling you up one
it's
by one,
terrible.
and you're just waiting. You're like, do I have to fucking get out of my seat?
Yeah. No, I've,
Right
I've,
now?
I've gotten pulled at the Laugh Factory and walked up on stage out of breath. Because you just go from...
Every time I'm out of breath
Yeah.
when I walk up.
You just go from sitting to
Nervous as shit.
Ryan Jennings. Oh, okay. Hey, guys. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Whew, damn. And then you get 2 minutes and it has to be clean and you fucking bomb.
What the fuck are they doing over there, man?
It's the worst
I love
place.
that place, but goddamn, what are they doing?
Dude, I
It's a
don't know.
great building. I love the building.
the building's the coolest.
But
dude.
they're just stuck. The Laugh Factory's stuck in this old way of doing things, and they haven't adjusted, and it shows.
And they don't even follow their own rules. We've been there a couple of times where like the best comic of the night is going up there, says fuck this, shit this, whatever. They get the call back. It's like, are we doing this or are we not,
Are we not?
fellas?
Right.
Come on, like
Right.
what's going on
I
here?
thought it was clean.
I censored my entire act just to like go up here. What are we doing?
Yeah, so you make yourself seem not serious when
Yeah.
you do that. When you go, okay, something else is going on here.
Yeah, it's odd.
And again, I love the way it looks on the inside. I love some of the comics who like frequent there.
I'd love to get into the factory.
Yeah, it would be great.
I
It's a
like the
great room.
factory building better than the improv building.
I like the factory building better than all the buildings. I like that upper level where you can just go in as a comic and just sit there in darkness and watch.
Yeah.
Like a freak and not laugh the whole time, but think it's brilliant. Yeah, no, I really do love that place, dude. I just
My favorite's the store. I love the store. We moved out here for the store. That's
Yeah.
the place. The store
I
is
like
the
this. I
greatest.
mean, I grew up with it. You grow up going to it all the time. It's just dark.
Yeah.
It's just not, but like that's what it is. It's that's the whole point. It's it's every wall's painted black. It's
I love it.
But everyone that we ever like looked up to, they always talked about like the Comedy Store, and there's like Zanies in Nashville. That's like the biggest comedy
right.
club
My
there.
sister
but it's
used to
like,
work there.
But it really?
It's part of the reason why I got into stand up.
Wow.
She worked there, and I went and hung out, and I'm like, oh man, this is so fucking cool. But anyway, yeah,
No, I've actually never been to Zanies as long
Really?
as we lived in Nashville.
it
No.
is a
I've been there-
shithole.
I've been there once. I've been there once. It's a cool club, but
It's
it's
a cool
it's
club,
the
yeah.
only club there.
Mhm.
And then it's just Nashville will never be, I think, a big stand-up town.
No, because it's Music City. It's always going to play, no pun intended, second fiddle
Yeah.
to
Right.
to music.
Music is it. That's why I like something about like Austin. I love the idea of Austin.
It's still, sorry to cut you off. It's still hard for me to buy sometimes that Nashville is Music City, and like it is. Like there's a lot of people, even beyond country, who live. Their permanent residence is in Nashville.
Yeah.
But you go there and you're like, part of the reason why I love this place is because it's so small and homey. you're like, this is really where like industry is, the music industry. It's like I still feel like LA is where music industry is. I still feel that way, but like Nashville certainly has. My sister moved out there from here. She's from here, moved out there. So it's like, I haven't been there long enough to see that side of it, to where you got these artists coming up. But like, the way we talk about open mics here is probably the way that musicians talk about, even open mics there. Like
Absolutely.
they're hitting them all, they're trying to get shows, they're trying to get on stage. And
For music, that's the place to be.
also, that's so insane. Like, we get feedback, we get laughter, we know if we're doing well. Music, you got no idea if you're crushing. Like, how do they do that? I don't understand.
Dude, it's fucking weird. You just gotta like be up there and read it. I don't know.
You've played a bunch of shows.
Can you feel it though if you're doing well?
Yeah,
Like, you can gauge your own performance, but
yeah, but it's like there's also the thing that I really liked about stand up. That like I never really loved about music is that like once you start a fucking song, even if it's like your banger song and it's not going well, you got like 3 minutes left.
That's so
and then
funny.
you're stuck in there where it's like if things are going well on
You
stage,
can't
you can go,
bail.
all right, pivot. We're gonna talk about this now.
How funny would
But
that
if
be?
you're like
fuck
four
this
chords
song.
in and you're like, oh, they hate this. What the hell, dude?
Damn. Yeah, you can't just bail, can you?
Like,
No,
I
no,
fucking hate this song too.
You're stuck in the middle of it, and then like you and your bandmates have discussed the set list for a month, and you're up in front of like 500 folks, and it's like everyone knows which song is coming next. There's not a lot of like in the moment switching up. It's very like pre-prepared. Whereas like with stand up, like I said before, if things aren't going well, you can just pivot. Just be like, I'm gonna talk about this now, and then win them back over. It's not as locked in as music is.
Right. What got you? Are you a nerves guy? Do you get nerves?
Only in the mornings.
Yeah, the shakes.
Yeah.
No, but do you get nervous before you on stage for stand up?
Yeah, I've talked about this before. I don't know like why I do this, but like if I have like a really big gig coming up, I won't think about it like the entire week, and then like from the moment the host goes like this is a very funny guy coming to the stage, that walk from there to the stage, I experience all the week's
good, though.
stress in this one big like and then I have to go up and like do the rest.
That's
do
good
the
if
whole
you can
set.
sit there and not feel it, because as soon as I walk in the place, it's like, all right, you're locked the fuck in. But I was going to ask you, what's more, I guess, nerve-wracking or whatever you want to call it? Stand-up, waiting to get on stage, or music?
Oh, stand up for sure.
Really?
Yeah, because music, you have you're holding something, you have a guitar to like hide behind, and it's you and like your bass player, your drummer. It's like there's like the shared.
But you're also like
thing.
you have to like do the chords or sing. Like, it's more athletic than stand up is. Like,
No,
you have to actually perform.
Yeah, but also you know exactly what you're gonna do.
Yeah, you know how the show's gonna go because you've been practicing in a garage by yourself with no one watching for 6 months. So like you know how the whole night's gonna go. Whereas like I can't stand in the living room and go, fucking, like how presidents are fucking odd. Like I can't
guys
I can't work
practice in your
that
rooms?
out. No.
No.
Yeah,
No,
I used
not
to
at
when I
all.
first started and was really nervous. I can't do it anymore.
No, you
I do it in my
need-
car. That's honestly when part of the practice.
You
is-
need you can only practice stand up in front of people.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say yes, stand up's more nerve
It's
wracking.
like playing catch.
The,
You can't play catch by yourself.
No, you can't.
the difference between like live music and live stand up is that by the time you're on stage with music, all the work's been done.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of the same for stand up, but it's like there are still variables, like there's still things that can go wrong that you got to fix in real time, which like doesn't exist. It's already locked in. It's like you'll screw up a chord, no one's going to notice. Half the crowd's drunk anyway. It's very loud. It's not intimate at all.
Yeah, live music is just the greatest, though.
It was also punk rock music, so like fucking up and like having a beer on stage
Yeah,
also kind of plays
yeah,
into
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
That helps.
Yeah, it was encouraged to kind of be sloppy, but yeah, no, stand up was way more intimidating to get into.
But that whole putting it off until your name gets called,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a heart attack at 38 and fucking die.
You think so?
I don't think that is.
You think I should start
not
stressing about it a little bit
healthy,
more?
yeah.
All right.
How do you? Because I
Spacing out the stress.
when I get that text, hey, can you do this show in a week and a half? I stress about it all week, but by the time I get to the show, I have worked through the stress to where I show up and I'm like, I'm ready. It's the exact opposite approach.
Interesting.
And they both work, but I'll live to my 70s and you will
Right.
die.
I'm
in
fine with
3
that.
years, you're going to die. How do you deal with it? You get that text, hey, can you jump on this show next week? Is it immediate?
I get it. I get a sudden jolt. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh fuck.
Yeah, same.
Because I'm not the guy. I don't have like a 10 or 5 minute that I can do anywhere, drop of the hat, anytime. Hey, dude, can you do that? Like, that's not the way I work. I like mixing it up. I like doing things. I'm always writing.
So you never do like the same top to bottom set twice?
I've never done the same top of bottom twice ever. So I have to like think about it. And I have to rememorize shit. Not the jokes necessarily, but like the order in which I'm going to do them. And maybe there's some new ones in there. But if I was smart, I would have a 5 anytime, anywhere. You can do it at 10 anytime, anywhere, 15 even though I've never been asked to do 15 anytime, anywhere.
I think that's a better way to do it though, because like you're constantly on your feet, you're constantly churning through.
Yeah,
like,
but it is more
material.
stressful because that, and you know, we're all procrastinators, so I'm not like practicing for 6 months in my garage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I know these jokes, and then the night before you're like, fuck,
Yeah.
wait, what? And you're flubbing it like on the car ride there. You're like, I'm flubbing this fucking joke on the way here. Like, I hope it doesn't. And then you go on stage and it's fine.
Yeah.
Once you're up there, it's like fine. And the more jokes you write, the more that you have to pull from. Like,
But you've got some A jokes that I've heard you do a couple times. You pull out.
oh yeah, no, I have jokes that I'll do, but like the order in which they're done, I still try to figure it out. And
Yeah, I've only got a couple jokes that kind of run together. But I'll go, if I'm doing like a new spot, I'll mix it up and throw some new, throw some old in
Right.
there in no particular order.
Do you sit down like before a big show and like write out the jokes that you're gonna do?
I do it on my phone.
Yeah?
On the
Yeah.
notes app. Yeah, I see guys do that, but I'll always do that on my phone. But it's always like so funny and slightly annoying when you like finally ditch some jokes that you're like, okay, these aren't as good, and you kind of solidify a bit of a set list, and then you got a comic buddy who's like, hey man, do you still do that one joke? And you're like, I stopped. They go, dude, that's the funny. We all were talking about how funny. You're like, I just thought it was horrible, and now I'm not. So now I have to re-add it.
Now I gotta try it again, and it bombs at an open mic.
Right, and you're like, what the fuck is this guy doing? They're like, no, keep doing it. You're like,
Damn.
okay.
Yeah, I have this opposite problem. You know, EJ Straw.
Yeah, Eddie Damstra.
Yeah, is that
LMU law school student? Yeah.
Damn.
I have this one joke that I'm just so like hard headed about keeping in the act. It's the moon landing one, and every show that I've done it at where he's been at, it never goes the way that I want it to. And every single show he comes up to me afterwards, he's like, "Dude, keep doing that joke. I fucking love it."
Yeah, the one like that for me is the assisted suicide.
Yeah.
Oh, I love. Yeah. Is this room? Is this room 302?
Oh, that way. Yeah.
You did that one last night. That went over very well.
Yeah, it did. But it's like the opposite problem. It's not like people being like, "Hey, that joke you used to do was pretty funny." It's like, "Hey, that joke that bombs all the time. I really like that. You should
Yeah.
keep doing that."
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you're
that-
You're like, okay, I'll keep.
All right,
I'll,
yeah,
keep,
you're
I'll
like,
just keep bombing with it.
fine.
You almost can't trust comics, even though they know comedy more than anybody. Like
No.
they're so twisted that they're like, you almost can't trust them for a general audience sometimes to give you real advice. You just need like your aunt to be like, that was funny. That one was a little too much for me. I tell my mom jokes all the time. She's like, do you say these things to people? I go, yeah, they love it.
It kills.
I don't know how they would like this.
Did you ever end up figuring out your Asian impersonation joke?
Yeah,
Is that-
yeah. The problem is there's so many Asian impersonation jokes that I have, and you can't stack them. You know what I mean? Or else
Yeah.
you just come
It's
up
really
like
a one and done
like a
kind of
bigot,
situation.
So you got to pick the best one or two, And that's why like people are like, I hate open mics. I kind of love them a little bit because you get to be wilder.
There's no consequences.
There's
None.
no consequences. So sometimes I'll just go for fun, and I'll just be like, I'll do 3 fucking Asian jokes. Why not? Like I'll do in black voice,
Yeah.
Which black people, thank God, like that. I think it's not offensive. I hope not, but like.
You're really good at voices.
Well,
You get some
thanks.
great impressions,
Well,
man.
thanks.
Ladies
I
and
didn't know
gentlemen,
this. I'm gonna start sending in fucking emails, and I'm gonna
Please
make
do.
fake emails.
yeah, dude.
Please
that don't
do.
have my
Yeah, we
name
never
and
read
ask-
names, dude. It's completely
and
anonymous.
ask the wildest fucking questions.
Yeah, if you ever send us an email, we never name names. So just fucking please, because we barely get emails. But yeah,
So
we
you're
got.
not gonna say John. That's not your.
We're not saying this guy's
You're not saying
name.
John's name. Okay.
Bombingpodcast@gmail.com. That's the email, folks. Email us anytime you want, and we check the email at the end of every single podcast. So we're gonna check this week's right now. We got one email this week. It's a question. It says, "Yo, the Bomb Boys, I want a jacket in the woods. Which state has the best forest?" Probably definitely Tennessee.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean,
Jacking it in the Smoky Mountains.
Speaking of, I told you guys about the one and only time I've been to Chattanooga. Home of your alma mater.
What happened?
It was fucking 4th of July, 2018 or 19. I was with my buddy with his dad, who was doing a movie in Atlanta, so it was the midpoint between Nashville and he went to Vandy, and we're tying one on, and we're like in the mountains, like it looks like Africa out there. I told you, it's like insane.
It's
Chattanooga
beautiful.
is so green, and there's like
amazing.
hills
Beautiful.
and like there's bugs and shit. So we're doing that, and we're getting just thrashed, and it's like fucking 3 a.m, whatever. And I'm like, all right, I gotta, everybody's winding down, like you gotta go to sleep. So I'm like, let me just rub one out here. This will help me go to sleep, right? So I go to the bathroom. I'm like, all right, let me do this. And I get a call from my buddy who was with me. And he goes, hey, man, check Instagram right now.
Oh, no.
I go, what's going on? He goes, dude, check it right now. I open Instagram. Do you remember when you could go on Instagram Live, like, by accident? Now there's like six.
no.
Now there's like 6 different. Like, are you sure? Are you really sure?
gotta confirm
Like,
your
you used to
email.
just
No.
be able to swipe your finger, and like now you're on live. And I open live, and it's my face in the picture.
Oh, no.
My dick in my hand.
Oh my God.
And a bunch of hearts, and I'm fucked up out of my mind. It's like, yo, what you doing, bro? Like, it's like, hey, man, damn, you blessed for real. Like, it's like wild shit. So I was like, oh my God, dude, and I freaked the fuck out. And that's a good way to not go to sleep. But that's
my
what I remember
God.
about Chattanooga is it's the only time I've been on live, and still to this day.
Yeah, I'm
when
sure
I'm
that's
doing
a
it,
nightmare,
I'm like, am I on live? Am I on live? Like, it's like,
What was waking up the next
Brainstem.
morning like? Because like you're already hungover. Do you remember it? Or
I had like texts from buddies like, "Hey man, you good, bro? Like it's okay, you're all right, man. Just
Hey,
like
did
be
you
careful."
mean to post that on your
Next
story?
time, dude. Be careful. And the thing was, I was so fucked up that I didn't even remember. Like I woke up and I'm like, "Yeah, hungover, but new day, great." And then like it hit me like, "Oh, you did the worst thing you
Yeah.
could ever fucking do."
oh my God.
And I was like, "Oh my God!" And my buddy, I go downstairs. He's like, "Hey man, I would dap you up, but we know what
Where that hand's
where
been.
that hand's been." You know what I mean? He's like, "Man, you got to be."
Dude, drinking and social media is a bad combination.
Yeah.
I have had many times where I have woken up and checked my stories and been like, oh no, 50 people have already seen this. I can't even, and you delete it, you're just shame.
Yeah. What type of shit? What's like the worst thing that you're like, why did I?
Just like rants. Like a lot of, like your...
Like what I do sober.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like, that's
seriously.
embarrassing. It's that
Seriously,
shit.
I would do what you do amazingly, but I'd be hammered, and it'd just be so stupid, just dumb shit.
Yeah, but who cares? That's it.
Yeah, but no,
know.
yeah, who cares now? But that morning, you're
Also,
like, oh no.
You didn't do it every night. It's not like me where everyone's like, all right, he's doing his fucking shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Ryan's got something to say. Like he never does this.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
It's
Ryan's,
a statement
and he's
now.
like, God, fucking Coors Light better than Bud Light. Look at my friend. Don't you agree?
Ryan's really upset tonight.
Yes.
Something
Yeah,
something
right,
about
bro.
that whiskey made him very upset
yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
Oh God.
God damn it, dude. But like, think about all the memories that our parents, you just forgot because they didn't have camera phones. But now, like, you can go through. You're like, oh my God,
I had to delete Snapchat.
Thrashed on that night.
I deleted Snapchat because of the memories thing.
Really?
I
Why? Because they're bad.
They
They're
were very
nightmares.
bad. They were bad, and I thought they'd go away. But like I would get these Snapchat memories. Hey, check you out 3 years ago when I was at my lowest, and I see it, and I go, oh no!
Yeah.
I deleted my whole Snapchat. I don't have
Oh
it.
my God. Snapchat's for the wild boys.
I don't fuck with it.
That's where I started doing all the stuff that I do on Instagram now. It started on Snapchat.
Yeah, same.
Like 3 years ago, I would just do the same thing on Snapchat, and just the stuff that yeah, you get a snap. Yeah,
That's what I like about Instagram. Is it's kind of like all in one. Because I used
It is
to make
kind of the
a
best
bunch of videos and pictures on Snapchat with friends, but then when Instagram did stories, I was like, why do I even need Snapchat?
no, Instagram's kind of the best one. But
What the hell Snapchat for? But
fucking porn, dude. It's literally for sending pictures of your shits to your friends.
Yeah.
Like man, fiber's good.
Yeah.
We're sick, dude.
Better grab the poop knife on that one, dude. What
Yeah.
the hell?
dude. What
But I'll just
women
do
say
that
to
through
each other?
iMessage now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
No,
it.
you don't give a fuck.
I'm at a point in my life now though where it's like the memories thing is like wrapped around So where it's like now it's like, hey, 4 years ago you were doing this, and I'm like, oh, that's good. That's good now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Enough time has passed where I'm like, oh, I'm proud of that. That's good.
It's weaned out the bad memories.
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
you guys have that thing where you'll look back at like what you did 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and you're like, I was such an idiot.
Yeah.
And you hate yourself. I'm trying not to do that, but the
Totally.
truth is, if you're not doing that, you're probably not growing. Whatever.
Yeah, who looks at
Thing.
something they did a couple years ago and they're like, God, I'm awesome.
The truth is, I'm telling you right now, you guys are awesome. So like, don't look back 5 years from now and be like, oh, the piece of shit, because like you're not.
I only do that with jokes. Like, you ever listen to a set you
That's
recorded
gonna suck when
like
you-
3 years ago? You're like,
No, that part's gonna suck when we go back 5 years from now and listen to the shit we're saying now and like, God damn, you're
Yeah.
a fucking hack.
I can't believe I was doing
Yeah.
that joke. I like that. Like you look back at some old material and you're like, that was my A.
Yeah.
That was my A.
And you think it matters so much now. You're like, this is gonna be the thing that they see, and you're like, no, I'm gonna probably use none of this actually.
That's why I don't post a lot of jokes. I'm about to post my first real like reel, stand-up reel, and just because of that, I'm nervous of like it's gonna be shitty, and then in a couple of years, people are like, that fucking sucks. Or even if they think that right now, they're like, that sucks.
But that's where my anxiety helped with like posting everything.
Yeah.
Because it was like, instead of like, this is actually a good joke, I'm gonna post this. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna post everything so no one can say that like it's good or bad or whatever. I'm just posting everything, and like some will be good, some won't. But like, I'm just, if I make my rule, just, if you have a thought that you think is funny, post it out. Then you lose that like anxiety of like, oh, I'm finally doing it. This is gonna matter. But like this podcast, when you do 100 plus, like
I really like that approach.
That's
too,
a great
by the
approach.
way.
it helps you. I don't know if it helps everybody else. Like you're like, all right, this guy's doing a lot, but for you, it gives you the ability to separate yourself from the outcome because your expectations are lower.
Yeah,
and
posting
also-
a clip isn't this big deal.
Yeah,
It's like, that's what I do.
You build it up so
It
much in
shouldn't
your
be
head.
It shouldn't be a big deal.
You're like, guys, 300 people are going to see this. It's got to be perfect. It's like it doesn't matter. Just
300 is literally nothing.
throw it out there and just let it exist, and you're not going to care about it in a
They
year.
just all know you,
Yeah.
so it matters to you. But and for the guys at the top who are posting all the time, they treat it that way too. Yeah, I'll put this clip out. They got social media managers and all this other stuff. They're like, yeah, I don't give a fuck,
Yeah, I don't care about the views. The views, I don't give a shit about. It's about like the actual thing.
Right.
Like I've been hesitant to post clips because I'll see a clip and I'm like, I could have done that better, and then I don't post it, and then I do the joke again. I'm like, I could have done it better. And then
that never stops.
No,
though.
yeah, that's endless.
Ironically, that's the thing that's kind of made me iffy about posting stand-up stuff, is because like when it's in your car, no one expects anything.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be good. But like when I'm on stage and I've been practicing this,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
like, oh,
it
he's
better be
trying.
fucking good.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tennessee has the best forest.
Yeah.
That's the point.
I'd say the Smoky Mountains is the best place to jacket in the woods.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your email, bombingpodcast@gmail.com, folks.
Yeah.
And Cole, thank you so much for coming
Yeah,
on.
thanks for
episode.
coming on,
Pleasure,
man.
Thank you guys for having me.
Episode
Cheers.
113.
Super cool. Cheers.
You got any shows coming up?
No, I actually do. I have the June 22nd. I have the Trump Daddies show. With
Let's go.
Jesse
Hell yeah.
Tugas. Some
Donnie.
people who love him, some people who hate him. It's in Whittier at some bar. I'll post about it. It should be fun. It's like one of those the one you want to stay after because like the people on the show are cool and it's like a thing. So
I saw the lineup. It's a good lineup.
yeah, and Jesse's like he's hilarious, but he's also so great with like making stuff look cool. Like the poster looks great and everything, and it's like a real play. They're doing it right. So
I don't know Jesse too well, but I saw that lineup and I was like, damn.
he's. I literally work across the hall from him, and I didn't used to know him all that well, but like it's been such a blessing because he really is such a. You guys would love him. He's such a great guy, and he's so funny.
Right on.
Yeah,
Any
and he's
shows
crushing
coming
it
up?
with.
Yeah, I'll be at Drunk New Jokes on the 22nd. Yeah, the 22nd, and then I'll be at Hotel Cafe July 31st.
Check them out there.
yeah.
I'll also be on Drunk New Jokes the week after the 22nd. And yeah, email the podcast, bombingpodcast@gmail.com. Cole, thanks so much for coming on, bro.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
It's been a pleasure.
Good night.
Yeah, thanks for coming, man.
That was fun.